I was asked about how I perform a particular maneuver. Now, I do lots of different types of variations of minimum moves, but this one in particular I call the minimum move because it's the most technically the most difficult minimum maneuver to do, and it requires windows that are narrow and long, rectangular. So this way is harder to maneuver than a window that way. And as I said, there's many different variations of minimum maneuvers which I created with my ability of wanting to become a more efficient and effective window cleaner. And don't waste your time using any other tool unless it's a liquidator. All right, it doesn't have to be an accelerator, but a liquidator. There's no point hitting these minimum maneuvers if you're not aiming for zero detail, zero mistakes. I mean, there's no rules saying you can't, but it's like next level when you use the liquidator. Right, so he wanted to know, and I said, well, what am I going to get in return for this video, Bill? I said, I deserve a GoPro, because I don't have a GoPro anymore, and I don't want to go out and buy a GoPro. People ask me to make GoPro type videos, but I don't have a GoPro. So maybe Pill will donate his GoPro so I can start putting more, what they call it, montage videos, because I only use my my phone for camera, and it ain't that good. So all right as a static picture, but not when I'm actually on the go. So what I need to do is put my tool around about here. Now think of a straight pull. So a straight pull, you use a squeegee that most of the time you're going to take up most of the space of the window, but straight pulls is, you know, very basic, and you always get the detailing. No matter how much feathering you do, you'll still get the detailing to some extent. So what I want to do, incorporate in my technique, because I want to go tool and technique. So I want to incorporate this maneuver in a all-in-one maneuver to get the windows cleaned in the most efficient and effective time. But I need to put my tool in the right place at the right time. So where do I start? He wants to know where I start and where I end up and where I turn and whatnot. And you have to do a special little trick with this tool to get zero detail, zero mistake. Let's just wait for this car to go past. So I want to get the whole window done. And if you want to practice this maneuver, my suggestion is do it with a very small squeegee and a very small window. And when you perfect it on this small window, you know, there's no reason why you can't do it with an 18-inch or a 22-inch, because I do that. But you have to start somewhere, and it's always to start off the easiest route. So I want to close out on the bottom of this window, and all these new modern windows that I'm working on, I don't close out to the side, because I want to close out on the bottom, because that is the best place for this squeegee or any other squeegee to close out on these sealess windows. And really, I don't want to be closing out this side because this handle's in the way. So I want to start here. I want to start my squeegee the right way up, but I want to start all the way down here. And I want to take out this part of the window first, because I'm going to close out with a straight pull on this side. So I want to start here. I want to come here, turn the squeegee upside down, take that corner out, go right up to that corner, start turning around. Now this is where I need to make a slight adjustment with my tool and technique, and I'm going to close out right at the bottom and finish on the other side of the window. So I've just gone around in a circle, but I started my squeegee upside down. Now really this is the hardest technique to perform on the majority of windows. So don't try to do this technique on windows that have a very rough or sticky edge to it, and just do it seldomly where you know the squeegee will perform at its best. Otherwise, stick to a more traditional fanning maneuver. So again, this is the minimum move because it's the most difficult and most, you've got to get your tool in the right place at the right time the most out of any maneuver. But there's many different types of minimum maneuvers. But when it's high and very narrow, I call this because it's like the #1 technique for this type of window. So again, I don't want to be closing out here because this is in the way, so I want to bypass that, start here, go right up, turn, and then let's fix any mistake with my squeegee turn mark and come right back down. Is zero detail, zero mistake. And start with small squeegees, and when you get the knack of instinct, right time, right place, obviously use 2 hands, use the right soap solution method, and you can just nail it all the time. And it's like literally the most efficient and effective squeegee maneuver as long as you're using 2 hands and you're using this tool. So no other tool in window cleaning is needed. So that eradicates onga, etere, sorbo, what is it, pulex. These squeegees are just for basic window cleaners, and the information that I give is next level window cleaning, so we use next level squeegees, but it doesn't have to be an accelerator. So I'm starting this side because this handle's in the way, but most of the time I start this side, go right up, and then it's even easier. This is a little bit, for a right-handed person, is a little bit awkward, but these windows are easy to work on. I've got a nice easy squeegee to use, and it's just like, that's it. And it becomes quicker and quicker and quicker, and you make all the other window cleaners in your area work longer, harder, slower, forever getting less results, and you are light years ahead. But these windows you want to be closing out on the bottom because there's no seals to them, and that is the minimum maneuver explained.